better as a video. I was just checking out one of my my Bluetooth microphone that I have. It's not that good, although I will try it out later and record something and see. But I've been looking online for some like wireless microphones of like better quality, like actual companies and stuff, with a good like range in regards to recording. And although BandLab now makes you have adverts, I can still clean the audio up and stuff, even if or I can even go into some of my editing software that I have on my phone and clean it up. So yeah, I made £15 yesterday in half an hour, which was really good. But I got into an argument with it was kind of difficult. Now look, maybe I was out of order. I don't know. I come along, right? I decide I'm going to go here. I give this homeless Latvian guy £1 because I do feel bad. I'm like, well, look, I don't want to, I know I'm on your patch. I want to at least pay you, right? So I thought, I'll give you £1. Now, I would have thought that he would have been grateful enough to go, well, okay, this kid looked over at me, felt bad as he was setting up his guitar and gave me £1. Well, that was obviously him paying me. Anyway, so I'm busking. He comes along. And I just think he's going to go to the bin. And then he says to me, how long you busk for? And I go, well, I don't know. He says, you're long, you're little. I say, yeah, I'll probably be here for a little while. And then he gives me this sort of huff. And then he goes off and I can see him sort of talking under his breath. And so I'm thinking, right, well, you're having an attitude to me. I don't appreciate this. But I let it go. I feel uncomfortable after that. And so I don't even do anything. I sit there for a few minutes looking at my phone. I think, you know what, because he keeps looking at me as well. I've got to deal with this guy on me. I'm just not interested. So this other guy comes over who's a Latvian. And again, I don't have anything against foreigners. And it's a really important reason why I'm saying this, because I know that what I'm about to say next that I said to him will sound really bad. I didn't use any racial slurs. That's the first thing I want to point out. And although I was angry, it came out inarticulate. I made a very good point. And one of my friends who's very liberal, lives in London, she agreed with me. I don't deny sometimes I'm a little bit, I do have issues with immigration. I do get quite pissed off with some of the stuff that I'm seeing at the moment. But I'm a civil guy. I try to be polite, I try to be decent, I try to judge people for who they are. This guy was winding me up. Just remember that. Content of the character. This guy's character was a dick. Even if he wasn't being all in my face and being aggressive, his attitude and his demeanour was horrible. I have never had that problem with any of the English homeless people. They're always really nice to me. And I dropped them a few quid. I even offered to go and get them a coffee. Most of the time they say they don't need it. But I still offer. I was even going to offer this guy after I bust. I was going to go over and say, look, I feel a bit bad that I was here. I don't want to be taken away from you. Would you like me to go and get you something to drink? Bear in mind, I already gave him £1. Latvian guy comes over. I'm packing up. He says, oh, you'll leave now. This is a good guy. And so I give him, he gives me £3 anyway. So I actually say to him, I say, look, go and give it to that guy, right? Because he needs it more. And then he goes, why are you leaving? And I go, well, because he's giving me attitude and I just don't feel comfortable. And then the other guy comes over and says, no. And so look, I take this other guy's £3 and he goes, we fist bump, he goes. And then this guy is sort of getting a bit too up close as well, and it's annoying me. And he's saying, but why don't you go 5 meters down road? You get, but they walk by, they give you money, they don't give me. So I was getting fed up at this point. I was like, right, okay, you know what? You've been hanging over my shadow now, looking over at me, making me feel uncomfortable for the whole time I've been busking here. So I got in his face and I gave him some home truths. I said, you are offering absolutely nothing to the environment. I said, you're not doing anything. These people do not care about you, okay? You are there and you are offering nothing. You are begging for money. I am here playing my guitar, and bear in mind, people said this to my face. I had 3 or 4 people coming up to me and saying these exact fucking words, saying, you're adding to the environment, it's really nice. And I've had people in the past say, I really, really like buskers because there's not enough of them anymore, and all there are beggars, and I always like giving my money to buskers. So I said to him, dude, I said, no, you're talking crap. I even said to him, I said, I'm not going to feel guilty because I've done nothing wrong. I said, you are sitting there, I'm sitting near you, I'm playing guitar. I said, if I wasn't here, they wouldn't be giving you the £15 they gave me. I said, they would just walk on by and pretend you didn't exist. I even said to him, dude, I gave you £1. I said, I gave you £1 because I felt bad. I said, so don't be guilt tripping me. Don't be giving me this, oh, you should have moved on. No, you know what? You've got a pair of legs. You get up. I didn't say that, but, that was the gist I was trying to get for at least. That I should have said that. I should have actually said, you know what? You've got a pair of legs. Why don't you go and move somewhere else? And this is the thing as well that I think he doesn't understand, right? There was already another busker a little bit down the way. So he's telling me, oh, you go 5 meters down. Right, okay, I was a little bit further up, but there wasn't enough foot traffic. Well, I've got to make money. I've got to make bread, okay? All's fair in love and war. I'm not going to go somewhere where I'm not going to get profit, am I? I'm going to go somewhere where I can get profit. That's called, like, I know we live in this stupid world where people are like, it's better to be poor and moral. A, I didn't do anything immoral. B, well, I've gone all the way into town. I've got bad lungs. I've been battling a bit of a chest cold. I'm still going out busking. I'm going to go out busking in a week because I need the extra scratch. Because in order to buy the things that I want to buy, because it's not fair that I use my benefit money to buy luxuries, is it? So I should go out and work for that. So that's what I'm doing, right? You know, within the situation that I am at the moment, I'm at least trying to get a little bit of my own money in, right? So anyway, so I go and do this. And so he says to me, blah, blah, blah. And you know, I really should have said this. So in the end, I just get annoyed. And I said, you know what, mate? I'm English. You're not even English. So just fuck off. And it sounded really racist. But at the end of the day, the point that I was trying to make was that you should not be homeless if you're foreign. And if you are homeless, you should be deported back to where you've come from. If you're a foreigner living in my country, offering absolutely nothing, providing nothing, if you're working, fair enough, okay? I get it's fine. But if you're a foreigner, I don't believe in all this crap of like everybody should be treated the same, blah, blah, blah. No, at the end of the day, if you come here from another country and you're not employed or you end up unemployed, we don't owe you anything. This guy's not a British citizen. He's only recently come here. I could tell he had the accent, everything else. So it's like, no. Why? Why should I feel guilty for not giving you money? Well, again, that's not even true because I did. And I could tell that he was trying to angle at like getting half of the money that I made. I think he was trying to guilt trip me so that he was hoping I would cave and just give him half my... No, I'm not doing that. Fuck off. So I just said to him, I said some home truths. Because I'm sick and tired of the fact that as a busker, and you know, nothing against some of the beggars I know, the English ones who are really, really nice. I know a couple of them by name and I get on with them and I do drop them a couple of quid, right? And sometimes I'll even ask, I'll say, look, do you mind if I busk here, right? I'm not trying to make out that I'm some arrogant prick that doesn't understand there are people that are struggling. I do. I just don't like people who've got an attitude and think that the world owes them something. That really winds me up. And when you're a foreigner who's got that attitude, that really fucking winds me up. I'm all for giving people a chance, even if they come from another country. But it's pretty hypocritical for you to be a foreigner, not from this town, not from this country, attacking me, born and bred in this town, busking for at least, you know, a good couple months now. It's not okay for you to make me feel uncomfortable in my own fucking town. Fuck off. I'm sorry, I don't care if people think that's racist. You can say what you want in the comment section. I did nothing wrong. I stood up for myself and I was 100% totally in the right, and I do not feel bad about it whatsoever. And so I just got fed up. So, you know, and the thing is, what annoyed me is if I hadn't had him looming over me, making me feel bad, and I'd stayed there a bit longer, I could have easily made 40 quid in an hour. Because I was getting the most money I've ever gotten in such a short period of time. The money was just falling into my lap. Because I picked the right spot and I'm talented. Now, there was somebody else busking a little bit further down the way who's pretty crap, right? But either way, in my head, I was thinking, as I was walking back, I was like, I should have said this to him at the time. It's one of these things where in the moment, I should have said that. I don't see beggars and homeless as equal to me, right? We're totally two different people. I know a lot of people like to think that buskers and the beggars are the same. No. I'm providing something. And I'm not demanding you to give me money. I'm just hoping you might drop a couple of quid in if you like it. I never, ever solicit anybody. That is the golden rule of busking. Don't solicit for money. Not just because it's illegal, but because it isn't right. It's immoral. People will give you money if they want. And I'm happy with that. People have given me 50p before. And I'm always really polite and really respectful about that. And I would say, thank you so much. I appreciate that. I like it when people just have a conversation even. That's nice to me. Yeah, obviously I want to make money. But the other side of it too, it's a way for me to relax. It's a way for me to have some fun. It's a way for me to escape the shitty reality of the life that I have to live, right? And go out and if I can make a couple other people happy. Kids are the best. When you see the kids boogieing, it's brilliant. It always makes me smile. Even if they don't drop any money in, it makes me happy. I love that. I get emotional just talking about that because it makes me really happy. But I have a rule, right? I will not busk near another... It doesn't matter what the quality is. I will not busk near another busker. Because there is a code. There is a busking code. And it's true, there is. You can talk... I'm sure if you're a busker, you know it. There's an unspoken code amongst all buskers. Whether or not you're new to the busking game or old, there's a certain, you know... Because we are equals. Because we're all trying to make a little bit of money. We're all freezing our tits off. Do you know how difficult it is, especially to play a guitar in cold weather? Do you actually know how fucking hard that is? Let alone sitting there with a little cardboard box saying, give me money. When you're actually playing the guitar and you're also, buskers get treated like crap. You get lots of abuse. I'm lucky I've never had too much. But I've seen other people get shit. I've seen it online. I'm lucky I haven't seen it in person. But I know it's a dangerous world out there. That's why I carry my Swiss Army knife, which is legal. So fuck you. Because I know it's a really dangerous world out there. You know, it's not easy. You have to be very fucking careful as a busker. I do not accept that. I was very polite to this guy. I was very patient with him, and he kept winding me up and getting on my nerves. He should never have come over and asked me when I was going to leave. That was crossing the line right there. Because I could have very easily gone over to him and said, well, you know what? You're actually dragging customers away from me because you're bringing a downer on my music. And so these people are less likely to want to pay me. Plus, when there's a beggar in close proximity, sometimes people think you and the beggar are working together to get money and split it. I should have actually gone up to him and said, you know what? No, actually, when are you leaving? When are you going? Because you're starting to piss me off. He crossed the line as soon as he said that. I don't feel bad about it. I did the right thing. If you're a busker, do not let the beggars and the homeless people intimidate you. I'm sorry. I'm sorry you're homeless. I'm sorry you're down on your hard luck. I feel for you. I gave this guy, like I said, I gave this guy a quid. I was trying to be really polite to him. You know, I was conscious of the fact that he was there. I was conscious of this. But when you start having that smug, the world owes me a favour attitude, when you're providing fuck all, you are doing absolutely nothing. You know, you aren't benefiting society. You're not doing anything productive. You're just sitting there begging for money. You do not have the fucking right to come over and make me feel guilty when I've dragged my ass out with my respiratory condition, coughing my guts up. At one point I had to sit down. It's too much. You know, bad weather, putting myself on the line, having the guts to actually go out and perform music in public, which is not easy. You don't have the right to then come over. And I'll tell you what, if I see him again and he gives me shit, I'll just say, you know what, mate? Whatever. I'm not going to apologise for what I said to you. I'm going to just go keep walking by. You can have your spot, fine. I'm not going to go back there. But if I get any crap from him again, or if I get any crap from anybody else, I'm just going to do exactly that. Lay it down. Be like, no, you've got to stand up for yourself. I used to be a really, really weak person. I was too agreeable. Sometimes I still am. But now I'm learning to actually have a backbone. This is me, like, this is me trying to make... I want this to one day be me making a living. I'm not just thinking about busking. I'm trying to think about everything else. I mean, I need to be able to save up money to get into a studio. I also need to be able to form a band. Next year, I need to get the surgery on my lungs. You know? There's so much, and all of it is towards the same fucking end goal. I want to be a professional musician, okay? I want to be in a recording studio. I want to be playing pub gigs. The dream would be to actually get signed and make it. For me, this isn't just a hobby. This is a life. This is my life. Me busking is part of that. Because there's opportunities that can come from that. There's people who, and I've had it before, you know, I mean, I met somebody through busking who also knows people, you know, and he knows other people. And there's a lot of opportunities that can come from busking. And if you're the type of person that can maximize that and take that opportunity. For me, busking isn't a hobby. To me, busking is like part of my career. It's what I'm trying to do with my life. It's a stepping stone on the way to becoming a professional musician. Sorry this is a really long video, I apologise, I just needed to vent. I don't mind if nobody watches it, it's fine. I'm going to try and upload some stuff later. Even if I can't get the microphone good and it's just shaky quality, I'll at least upload some stuff. You'll still be able to have a bit of, you know, enjoy what you're seeing. If I place the camera a bit further away from me, it won't be as wobbly. So when I get too close, the audio tends to get a bit more with the guitar. So yeah, I'll try and upload some stuff later. I'll see you guys later. I'll upload some shorts actually as well, that'd be good. Maximise views. Peace.